Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving into an explainer that is absolutely going to resonate with anyone who is just trying to get their work done a little more efficiently. We're talking about hidden AI workflow tools. Now, while it seems like the whole world is just tinkering with basic prompts and generic chatbots, there's actually a whole other tier of tools out there. Tools built to fix real, everyday, incredibly frustrating work problems. So we're going to unpack exactly what these tools are, and then we'll jump into the ultimate example of one that can literally transform your workflow today. Let's get into it.
Look, I want to kick things off with a pretty bold statement. You do not need another chatbot. Seriously, let that sink in for a second. We've all been there, right? You're staring at a blinking cursor in some generic AI chat window, trying to figure out how to perfectly word a question so you don't just get a generic, half-baked answer back. It's frustrating. What you actually need right now are targeted AI tools that completely eliminate the genuinely annoying parts of real work. I'm talking about the pain of skimming through 20 open browser tabs just to find one tiny piece of data, or struggling to explain a complex idea because you can't build a decent visual, or endlessly prompting an image generator to make it match the exact picture you already have in your head. The tools we are focusing on today, they aren't just parlor tricks. They are specifically designed to demolish those bottlenecks.
And this really illustrates the core difference we're talking about. Typical AI, it relies on you writing broad, general prompts for standard chatbots. And in return, you get generalized answers pulled from the AI's vast but pretty imprecise memory. Workflow AI, on the other hand, is a massive leap forward. Instead of generic prompting, Workflow AI lets you do things like turn your own specific documents into an interactive assistant, or convert messy text into a crisp, presentation-ready diagram in seconds, or even literally sketch out a rough idea while the AI finishes drawing a cinematic image in real time, right there alongside you. We're basically moving away from generic assistance and stepping into highly specialized execution.
All right, let's jump into Section 1. Meet Google Notebook LM, your personalized research assistant. Now, the absolutely crucial thing to understand here is what this tool does differently. Notebook LM acts as a research assistant that answers questions grounded strictly in a specific set of sources that you provide. It completely ignores its general internet-wide memory when it's answering your questions. And guys, this is a massive paradigm shift. Think about it. Instead of asking an AI to search the entire world's data, where we all know it might pull in completely irrelevant or just flat-out wrong information, you are giving it a defined, closed box of your own trusted documents and saying, hey, only look in here. You are interrogating your own research, not the whole internet. Moving right along to Section 2, grounding AI in your sources. Let's see how we actually feed this thing. So the versatility of what you can actually drop into Notebook LM is so practical. You can upload PDFs, direct website URLs, public YouTube videos, audio files, and you can even directly import your Google Docs and Google Slides. You literally mix and match all of these different file types into a single notebook. Imagine you're working on a big project. Normally, you'd have 15 different articles open in your browser, a YouTube video paused on another monitor, and 3 PDFs cluttering up your desktop while you desperately hope you remember where you saw that one specific quote. Instead of all that chaos, you just drop those links and files into one notebook. You instantly clear your digital workspace and consolidate all your messy research into one interactive, highly focused brain. Now, to get the absolute best results out of this, you really need to constrain the AI. For example, imagine you're researching freelancing. You would type something exactly like this. Based only on these sources, give me 5 recurring problems beginner freelancers face. Cite the source for every point and flag any claim that appears in only one source. Do you see what we did there? That opening phrase, based only on these sources, is exactly how you force the AI to respect your boundaries. And honestly, the absolute best part about all of this, Notebook LM actually gives you inline citations for its answers. It will point you exactly to the PDF page or the exact YouTube timestamp where it found the information, so you can go verify it yourself. It literally turns a completely disorganized pile of information into something incredibly trustworthy.
Okay, get ready for Section 3, the wow factor, audio overview.
So as incredibly useful, as accurate, perfectly cited research is, Notebook LM has another feature that is just downright mind-blowing. It's called the audio overview. With literally one click of a button, Notebook LM can take that dense, boring folder of PDFs and URLs you just uploaded and turn the whole thing into an AI-generated conversation. It generates a highly realistic audio track featuring 2 AI hosts who enthusiastically discuss and walk through the major ideas contained in your specific documents. It is exactly like having an on-demand, custom audio show generated instantly about that massive stack of reading you were supposed to finish before lunch. It's such an engaging way to actually absorb complex information while you're commuting, walking the dog, or just stepping away from your screen for a bit. But we do need to be realistic about how we use this incredible feature, right? On the customization side, you have a ton of power. You can adjust the topic focus, change the language, dictate how long you want the audio to be, and tweak the format of the conversation. You can really steer these AI hosts to focus on what actually matters to you. However, looking at the limitations, we absolutely have to remember that AI can still make mistakes, even when it's heavily grounded in your sources. The audio overview is a brilliant, fantastic first pass to get the gist of your research, but it is not a substitute for actually reading and checking the original primary materials, especially if you're using this for serious academic or professional work. The best way to use it is to understand the broad strokes through the audio and then dive back into the cited text for the finer, critical details.
Let's tie this all together in Section 4, a practical creator workflow.
So we know what the tool is, we know how to feed it, and we've seen its crazy audio features. But how do we actually apply this day to day? Well, here is a precise 3-step blueprint that you can literally run right now. Step 1. Create a new notebook. Add the transcripts of your past top-performing videos, paste in a document full of your audience comments, and drop in the URLs of whatever you're currently researching. Step 2. Now that the AI has your specific context, prompt it. Ask it to identify repeated questions your audience keeps asking in those comments, and ask it to suggest contrarian angles based strictly on the research links you provided. And finally, step 3, ask it to produce a fully cited briefing document outlining a brand new piece of content. Boom! In just a few minutes, you've transformed a chaotic mess of past data and current links into a highly structured, trustworthy, cited brief that is completely ready for you to execute on.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer today. But I want to leave you with one final, absolutely vital question to seriously think about as you close this out. What pile of information will you feed your AI first? We all have it, right? That completely messy folder, that endless list of bookmark tabs we swore we'd read, or that daunting stack of PDFs just sitting there on our desktop. You now know that you don't have to tackle it alone, and you definitely don't have to rely on a generic chatbot that might just hallucinate facts anyway. You have the knowledge right now to build your own personalized, perfectly cited research assistant. So go out there, grab your absolute most chaotic pile of data, and see what incredible insights you can uncover when you finally put Workflow AI to the test. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this today, and happy researching.